This is Awesome Radio 106.9 on your FM dial. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us all day long, 24 hours a day for your broadcasting listening pleasure. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you this special announcement from VICTRA. Now, you just heard the announcement about VICTRA is having a hiring event next week, Tuesday and Wednesday at the Greenville Convention Center. In the studio with me right now, we are live in the Awesome Radio studios. We are also broadcasting live on our website at wbisawesomeradio.org. We are broadcasting live on our social media sites, Awesome Radio, GPAT, and all other social medias. So my name is Akila. In the studio with me, I have Jake, Daniel, and Caddius from VICTRA. Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Well, pretty good. Thank you for having us.
All right. So if you can get a little bit closer to your microphone, that would be totally awesome. So let's start with Jake. Jake, who are you besides your first name?
Sure. So I'm the sales director for the Verizon Consumer Group at VICTRA.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is we take inbound sales calls for Verizon,
Mm-hmm.
and we talk to guests from around the country.
All right. And Danielle.
Yeah, so I actually am running two lines of business right now. So I'm the director for our store support team, where we answer the calls for our stores that we have, as well as the customer care team. So that's Verizon's customer service.
Okay. And Caddius.
Yes, my name is Caddius. I'm the director for the Verizon Business Group. My team services SMB accounts, and we look to add incremental value to each account that we speak to.
Okay. So VICTRA, what is VICTRA?
Well, VICTRA, we're actually an authorized dealer for a large telecom organization.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 1,600 stores, so we've quickly grew from 1 to over 1,600 locations.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're looking to hire a lot of people this upcoming 3rd and 4th of May.
Okay. And what does VICTRA do? We know it's a call center,
Mhm.
but call center for what? And what does it do?
Sure. So it's for Verizon. So
Mhm.
we are actually Verizon's largest indirect partner.
Mhm.
And so we, like Caddius mentioned, we have about 1,600 stores nationwide. 2 years ago, so 2 years this June, we got into the call center
Mhm.
business with them. So we started with our store support center that Daniel runs, and then we took on the consumer team, which is what I do. And so when you call Verizon, there's a chance that you could be speaking to someone right here in Greenville.
Awesome. Okay. So it's a call center for Verizon exclusively?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And you are hiring for what positions?
Pretty much all positions, actually. So we're hiring for customer service. We're hiring for store support. We're hiring for the business team as well as the consumer team.
Okay. So is this work from home, or do I need to physically go into the call center?
Yeah, this is actually going to be right there in the center in Greenville here. It's right on Thomas Langston Road. It's the old Wells Fargo building, so it'll be right there at the center.
Mhm.
That building sat vacant for quite a while
Mhm.
until we moved in it, and hopefully we've already brought quite a few jobs to the area, and we look to continue that, bringing even more jobs.
Okay. So I am a potential hire. Why should I want to work for VICTRA?
There's a lot of different reasons to work for VICTRA. I mean, we have, one of the biggest things that I always tell people about is the growth opportunity there, right? An opportunity to really just start your career. Because we are growing so quickly, especially at the call center here, if you're really trying to grow into a leadership position, we're happy to help get you there. And this is just getting your foot in the door so we can work with you and develop you. We have a very aggressive commission structure. What was our effective hourly? Like $19?
Yeah.
Like $19 an hour, something like that. Around $20 an hour is the effective hourly. So that's your hourly plus your commission on average.
Mhm.
We offer medical, dental, vision, 401k, 50% off your wireless bill,
Mhm.
tuition reimbursement, lots of different really, really cool things to be a part of this organization. But one of the biggest things that we also focus on is the culture that we try to bring there. We try to make it a fun work environment, but also make it, we are working. We are a profit-driven organization, so we are working, but we try and make it the best environment that we possibly can.
My team definitely has the most fun out of the three.
He likes to think that.
Okay, so do I need sales experience?
I definitely think that's a plus, but not required. We actually have an extensive training program that we send every rep, every supervisor, every manager through. So if you don't have customer service or sales experience, that should not stop you from coming out to see what we have to offer.
Do I get paid for training?
Great question. We actually do pay for training. Some lines of businesses do 2 weeks worth of training, some do 3, some even do more than that, but we pay every step of the way. So yes, we'll definitely make sure everyone gets paid for training.
Is that $19 an hour too?
So that actually is, it starts at $15 an hour for training.
Mhm.
Because really when you're hitting that 19 plus, we have a lot of people that make even more than that. During training, you get your hourly rate, which is the base hourly rate is 12. And then there's the commission on top of that. We, during training, want to make up some of that difference for you. And so for the first 6 months, you will get the $15 per hour or your commission at whatever is going to be the highest amount. So we want you to get ramped up as quick as you can to start making the commissions, making as much money as you can, but we'll guarantee you at least the 15 for the first 6 months.
We typically see within the 90 days of being there, people start to get a good feel for what they're doing, and they're actually making more than that $15 an hour at that point. But like Jake said, we want to make sure that we give everyone the opportunity, as some people take a little bit longer to learn than others, and that's okay. We want to be able to work with you so you can still pay your bills, you still feel comfortable, and you have time to learn at your own pace.
Okay, so this is sales. So what about customer service? What if I don't want to deal with sales at all? I just want to be a great customer service rep.
Yeah, we actually.
Is that still 15, working on up to $19 an hour?
Yeah, that one, we still do have an at-risk or some sort of commission type structure for that role. That one, actually, the training is a little bit longer for that one, just because there's so many different types of customer service questions and situations that we do encounter. But just like the other lines of business, we do guarantee the $15 an hour up to, for the first 6 months. In that way, but you still do, after those 6 months or within that time frame, have the opportunity to make more money than just that $15 an hour.
Is there a probational period?
So just what?
If I'm hired, then is there like a 90-day probational period where if I don't perform well, then I'll get let go?
No, man.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, as far as you're an employee, you're part of the V Nation team, as we call it, from day one. So, from day one, you have the full support of all of the support staff there, the leadership team, and our goal and our whole job is just to make you as successful as possible.
Okay. And so from day one, am I entitled to the benefits as well?
So a lot of the benefits, like most companies, start after 90 days. So that is the part there where a lot of the benefits won't kick in until the 90-day mark. So for instance, the medical, the dental, 401k, things like that. But there's many other benefits that you're able to start taking advantage of as day one.
Okay. And we're talking about VICTRA.
That is
And
correct.
VICTRA is a call center for Verizon. So then I should not go to Verizon looking for a job. I should go to VICTRA, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Specifically, the Greenville event center that we have on Tuesday and Wednesday for the hiring event.
Yes.
We're looking to hire over 200 people that day.
Well,
So we'll be offering on-the-spot jobs. So we tell people come in to speak about their experience or their goals, and we'll suit them up with the right line of business. And we're looking to hire over 200 people those 2 days.
wow. Okay. So that's Tuesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 4th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So it's kind of floating, right? The hours.
No, it's open.
The time.
As far as
It is
that goes.
floating. So I don't have to stay there the whole time.
Absolutely.
I can
No.
just come in and do what I need to do and then I can leave.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is at the Greenville Convention Center. And I know that everyone knows where it is, but just in case, it's 303 Greenville Boulevard Southwest in Greenville.
that is correct.
Okay. So then as I walk into the doors, what should I expect?
You'll be greeted with someone. You won't walk in and be confused on where to go. Let's just say that you'll be greeted with someone. We'll get you signed in. There is a assessment that they would have to take.
Mhm.
And once you take that assessment, you'll speak to the first person in the round of interviews. And then if you go on to the second one, that's where a decision will be made at that point. Or we'll follow up with additional candidates if there's additional information that needs to be added.
We have a question from our social media. And Sharice Boyd Jackson writes, she asks, do you have part-time entry-level positions for felons and or non-felons?
So we do have part-time positions available.
Mhm.
We don't have part-time training right now, so you would have to attend one of the training classes that we have, and that would be full-time hours for it.
Mhm.
As far as the part for felons, because we are working with with customer information and bank information and things like that, we do have a very extensive background check process.
Mhm.
And so I wouldn't say don't come in to apply, but there is a background check process that will have to be completed.
Okay. All righty. Anyone else want to comment on that?
No, just piggybacking off what he said, as long as you're able to go through the full-time training, which can last up to 8 weeks for some lines of businesses or for 2 weeks for other lines of businesses, we'll definitely make sure that if you want to do part-time, we can get you in and work with your schedule.
Even as a felon or a non-felon?
You have to go through the background process.
Okay.
And if you're able to pass that, then we would then entertain your schedule. But as long as you can go through the 4 weeks of training and a full-time schedule, we can then look at getting you to part-time.
Okay. So as a felon, right, how far back do you go to check my background?
Really, for us, we don't really get involved so much with the background check process.
Mhm.
And so that has handled by our human resources department.
Mhm.
And so that's something that we really don't have a lot of visibility into.
Mhm.
So we've seen many people come through the process and question if they're going to be able to pass that background check, and they have. And we have also seen some that have fallen out. So I wouldn't disqualify yourself from coming in and checking it out and trying. That's really the best process to do, is to apply, go through the process, and see if whatever that background is, whatever that comes back as, give it a chance.
So if I wanted to learn more, then who do I contact? Where do I contact? What phone number? What website can I go to?
Well, the first website, www.victra.com, you go to the career section.
Mhm.
We also have a LinkedIn page. I think with the new generation, we've actually started to utilize TikTok. So you can type in VICTRA on TikTok and find us there. And then, of course, Facebook. So we do have a VICTRA Facebook page. But also, you can stop by May 3rd or May 4th between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. and get as much information that you need. You don't have to apply. You can come in just to speak to someone to see if this would be a good fit for you. That's just the type of company that we are. So we don't want anyone to think this might not be a good job or a good fit for them.
Mhm.
Come in, hear what we have to say, and then you can make those decisions at that point.
So VICTRA is spelled VICTRA, and it's a contact center.
Yes, ma'am.
The contact center is located where?
Yes,
It's Thomas Langston Road.
Okay.
So it's the old Wells Fargo building there.
Okay. And so the hiring event, though, will be at the Greenville Convention Center this Tuesday and Wednesday, May 3rd and May 4th. So VICTRA is looking for customer care representatives and salespeople who are ready to earn money and have fun in a supportive, structured environment. Dress for success and bring your resume. So what does Dress for Success look like?
Well, like I like to tell people, we're a cool place to like to hire cool people. So I don't want anyone to think that they have to show up. And my pastor used to say all the time, come as you are, right? We don't want anyone to feel like they have to come in a Steve Harvey 3-piece suit. We're all, as senior directors of the organization, we have on blue jeans. Blue jeans and a t-shirt will do just fine. Now, I am a firm believer, dress for the job you want, not for the job you got. So if someone does show up in a suit, in an Easter suit, we won't turn them away from that as well. So dress for success, but success with us is being a cool person that's willing to make the money. I tell people all the time, you piggyback a little bit off that. We're looking for sales reps, managers, supervisors. But most importantly, we're looking for people not with just things to do, but people with bills to pay.
and you're looking to hire 200 people
200 people.
in 2 days, 200 people.
Yes, ma'am.
Hire me right on the spot.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. VICTRA hiring event, May 3rd and May 4th. You heard it here on Awesome Radio. You can go back and watch our social media pages to get more information. VICTRA is hiring right now. Awesome Radio. So we're off the air, but we're still on Facebook. Do you want to continue talking on Facebook?
If there's any questions that we can ask, right?
I think it'd be important too. What's that?
Monday. Monday.
Okay. I think it'll be important for us to talk about a little bit of history with VICTRA, for people that are looking for opportunities for career growth. This just isn't a job where if you're just looking to be a elected state rep, we're hiring, people are getting promoted within a month of being with us. So that's the cool thing about joining this type of organization.
Yeah, and most of the positions were
So we're still on Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're still on Facebook. So we do not need to use our microphones. We do not need to use our headsets either because we're in the studio and you can unmute your computer mic.
Perfect.
Mhm. No, mute it back, sorry. So you'll be using mine. All right. So we're still live on Facebook, and thank you so much for staying with us. And you can ask your questions here in our social media section, our comment section of our social media. So VICTRA, VICTRA, is having a hiring event. That's Tuesday, May 3rd and Wednesday, May 4th. So from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. it's floating. So what other things would you like to touch on that we didn't mention during the 15 minutes we had on the radio?
Exactly. I think, just really getting out there and letting people know that this is a great career opportunity for people that have had customer service experience, sales experience, or for the ones that don't, that are looking to find what their niche is. I think about myself. I've been with this organization for 3 years, and I left a senior VP position with another organization to join here as a business rep, which is a lot of the positions that we're hiring for at this hiring event. And I was in that position for 4 months. I was promoted within 4 months, promoted to a district leader, and then with 5 months promoted to a regional leader, and then with 6 months promoted to a director. Now I'm not sure if a lot of people will be on that same journey or path, but the opportunities are endless. I mean, he has 15 years of experience with this one particular company.
Daniel.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started with this job, I was a college student. My best friend was my manager at the time, and I made a really good paycheck. I'd never been in a sales job before or anything like that. I made a really good paycheck, and I was like, "Holy cow!" So if you've ever been a broke college student, you know how that goes. So I spent that money in like 2 days, and after that, I was like, "I got to keep on making this kind of money." So I did, and I found a passion in sales. And then the next thing that came around was a lot of my peers would ask me, "How are you doing this?" So I was able to coach and develop and work with them. And in doing that, I found a passion in working with people in leadership. And so that's really what started my path. But if someone would have told me that in 15 years you'll be living in Greenville, North Carolina with the same company, I probably would have called them crazy. But here I am, and I love the journey I've taken. I love the company, and it's been able to help provide for myself and my family and give us a good life. So it's awesome.
Now, Jake, you may have said this during the radio broadcast, but what brought you to VICTRA?
Yeah, so I was actually with Verizon first. I was with corporate Verizon for 16 years, and I started in customer service as a care rep in a call center up in Rochester, New York. That's where I'm from. And it was I was doing construction, roofing, landscaping stuff at the time, and if anyone knows about New York, it gets real cold up there. And so there was a hiring event that they had in January, and when I was told, "Hey, you can you get out of the elements. You don't have to be doing backbreaking work in the extreme temperatures. And instead, you could sit in a climate controlled building and talk to people all day and make more money." that's how I got my start. And so I did 16 years with corporate Verizon in different positions, and then I went over to VICTRA back in 2017, and moved my way up similar to with Caddius here, and just moved down here last February for this opportunity down here to do the call center.
Wow.
Start that up.
So let's talk money again.
Yeah.
So how much will VICTRA pay me to work for Verizon?
So here's the cool thing. So everyone starts off at the $12 an hour. That's the base salary, and that's pretty common when you have. And it's actually higher than some of the other commission type jobs. I mean, you think, commission salespeople or, wagers and, waitresses, things like that, servers, that you make a little bit smaller amount for the hourly rate, but then you can make so much more on top of that with the commissions. And so we say on average, I think the actual average is just above $19 for the last 3 months. Before that, for all of our reps across the center, $19 an hour. Some are making a little bit higher, some are making lower. We have people that are making closer to 30 because they're very good salespeople.
And this is an hourly rate, not salary.
So this is effective hourly rate. And what that is, that's your base pay. So it's $12 plus what you're making in commissions on top of that.
Okay.
So when you break that down based on the hours that you work, that's how we come up with the effective hourly rate.
So if I don't make sales, then my base would just be $12 an hour.
Correct. But this is not outbound. This is inbound. People are calling you to ask you to sell them something.
So no cold calls.
No cold calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone were to call the center and say, I need a cell phone charger.
Yep.
So I sell them the cell phone charger,
That's it.
then I get commission off of that
Absolutely.
sale.
You get commission off everything that you sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in every type
Sale,
of
too.
and in every sales type position, you want to see what else you can, maximize that, add on to that, to see if there's maybe, they're having problems with their phone, or you can bundle something together to sell more. I mean, that's any sales type job, but how good you are at doing that type of thing will really determine how much you can make. And our commissions is uncapped. There's no limit to it.
Okay.
So, there's a limit to how many people really one person can speak to in a month, but we have overtime available, which anything over the 40 hours is time and a half. I mean, there's really a lot of, good opportunity there to make good money.
And you offer full benefit,
Yes.
dental, visual, health, paid time off.
Yeah, that is correct.
Wow.
Yeah. In the first year, you have 1 week off, so you have 5 PTO days. You have 5 unpaid time off, so if you want some additional flexibility, if you need that time, as well as 40 hours of unscheduled time off if you need, for sick time, different things like that, to manage yourself as well. So there's a lot of additional benefits to that, not just the paid time off necessarily there. But then after your first year, you have 2 weeks off, so 10 days of PTO starting after your first year.
So I said this while we were on radio. What if I don't want to do sales? I just strictly want to be customer service. And I know sometimes with customer service, servicing the client, that someone may call and say, hey, I do need a cell phone charger. Do you have to transfer me, or can you take care of it? So I'll be strictly customer service, but also with an opportunity to upsell. Okay.
Go ahead, I'll let you take that.
No. All I was going to say is with that, depending on what you want to do, so we're able to add a line. We're able to, we can process some of that stuff on that line of business. It's just some of the metrics are a little bit different because it is customer service. So we're not necessarily, we do have one thing, which is a net value per hour, but for the most part, you're being paid and graded on the quality of your call that you had with that guest, and how well you resolved their issue, right?
Okay.
That's really the goal for our customer service team is to provide a really good customer experience for the guest, along with ensuring that we solved what they wanted to, what they were calling in for. So they don't have to call back in.
Okay. And so for customer service is not really commission based. So is there a star metric level?
There is. It is. It does have some at-risk pay for it, for the customer care model. It's just not, your goal is not like the other lines of business to where we're measuring, selling phones, selling devices, or even selling, for our store support team, getting the customer to go to the store to purchase something. It's more so on resolving the customer's issue while still adding some value to their account.
And there's opportunity to move within the company too.
Absolutely.
For me, myself, I started as a customer care rep, and now I'm leading a sales team. So obviously there was a switch at some point in there from customer service over to sales. And so we want to encourage that as well, to be able to, maybe you have never done sales, you want to start off, get your foot in the door with customer service, and then move to sales, and then maybe move to the business team or things like that. So there's opportunity to move within the company as well.
Yeah, we do that all the time. Move people around. In fact, we really do that all the time. I did that. Actually.
Yeah, all three of us were from stores.
All three of us were multi-store managers and ended up going into a call center.
Especially if you're able to not just relocate within a position, but within the organization too. I've moved. This would be the third state I've lived in. He's probably lived in.
No, I went from Seattle to Philadelphia to Virginia Beach to DC and now to Greenville, North Carolina.
I've only moved once, but
but the beautiful thing about that is when you hear those stories, we don't have a unique story with VICTRA. We don't. This is something where if you went into our headquarters or went to one of the 1,600 stores we have, there's probably somebody in that store that has relocated, or multiple people within the district that have relocated to further their career with VICTRA. So this isn't like okay guys, you're one out of 6,000 people that you employ that have moved. We have moved a lot of people around the United States based on their career goals and their career aspirations. So.
And that was my big thing. Is I wanted to explore different parts of the country, right? And it was I was able to do so with this organization, and a lot of people like to be able to do that, and this gives you an opportunity to do that. To where we have stores in 49 states now. 49 states now. So pretty much, we have one in almost every single state. So if you do move, you likely will have a job where you go to if you're good at what you do. So lots of opportunities for all of our employees.
So it sounds like VICTRA is a great company to work for, call center company to work for.
Yeah,
and retail locations.
And retail. So this hiring event that you're having Tuesday and Wednesday of next week is for the Greenville locations?
The Greenville, our VICTRA Contact Center, one location, but we do have 1,600 stores too. So if there's other people listening to this that are maybe not in Greenville or in different parts of the country,
do you have a retail store in Rocky Mount? A Verizon store in Rocky Mount?
I can look that up for you.
Okay. Where is the nearest one to Greenville?
Right in Greenville.
In Greenville.
Yeah, it's on the corner of.
It's right by the mall.
Yep, it's right beside. Where it's over beside like Fitness Connection, all that area that's over there.
It's right next to the Pink Poodle. I know that.
Okay, I know where that is. Across the street from McAllister.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
We're all still new here.
I still take a GPS to my mailbox.
Okay. So then if I were living in Rocky Mount and I'm listening, I live in Rocky Mount, I'm listening. So can I come to this hiring event?
Most definitely.
Okay. All right.
We have people that drive, a good distance.
Yeah.
Now, are you talking about to get hired at the store?
To get hired at the store, yes.
Yeah, not for this hiring event. This hiring event is strictly just for the
Greenville.
But
Okay.
if someone does come and they do show interest in that, we can get you connected with somebody
Okay.
that can set that up.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, May 3rd and May 4th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
You got it.
VICTRA is having a hiring event. 200 people. You want to hire 200
That's
people?
We're not trying to get
Over 200 people.
This is
At
actually our
least
second
200.
one. We had another one of these at the same place in August, and we hired
189 people.
189 people.
Oh, wow.
And
That
so
same
this is
day.
just to, this is
2 days.
This is
2
to
days.
grow us to that next level. So
Yeah.
we've added, additional. We promote from within. So almost all of the leadership has, gone through all of the steps up as well. And so, as we grow, there's the people that are there as reps or maybe supervisors, and they have opportunity to grow within it as well. So as we add more people, there's just more opportunity. So
Okay.
we're looking to grow this quite a bit more. So this will be the last hiring event we see from VICTRA.
Okay. So we'll have another talk. I don't know if you three will be back on Monday
Well, I
at
hope it is
2:30.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to talk some more about the hiring event.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
And thank you, Facebook, for joining us for this hiring event announcement from VICTRA.